Bring it back.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Ostriv. So, if you remember last time, in the second episode, we continued to build our houses to get all of our peasants sort of in shelter before the winter hit. We established our little fishing community, although we currently have no boats, and we built up our sort of civic centre and our town hall, which is quite this nice little building here, which is now where the mayor works, old Matviv, and we got everything set up quite nicely. So now we're coming towards the end of January. I think we're probably going to have one more month of snow before we start to hit to the summer, and then we can start to expand and look into other tasks. We also got a blacksmith built who's been busy working building nails for us, which is good because we need nails a lot in building. I'm going to start to look at potentially setting up some trading this time. I want to build a trading post, and I also want to then look at using that to get some cattle to establish, if I can find the right building, a cow shed to then start looking at breeding cows. So first things first, let's look at building a trading post. So this is going to be a very large building that I'm not sure is going to really fit in the centre here. No, it's not. So we're probably going to have to look at placing this on the outside. So we could place it across the river, but it's not yet accessible. So the most likely place is going to be on the other side of our housing district. I think we'll have it side on, somewhere like this. Let's have a look at that. Let's place that there. Trying to give enough room for peasants still to be able to make roads in and around the building. So they can access other buildings, particularly when I start to expand the farming area out here. Now, I do know from previous trials of this game that to build a farm, you need to be able to plant fields and you need to be able to plough them. So to plough them, you need to build a plough, which requires a carpenter. But to pull the plough, you also need 2 oxen, which then needs cows, I believe. So the only way to do that is to get a cow shed. But I believe you may have to trade for the cows to get the cows in the first place. So that's something else that needs to be done. So that's why I'm first building the trading post, which is going to trade for me some cows. And then I'm going to use the cows to pull the plough to then plant the seeds, to then grow some wheat. So it's all a bit of a long and convoluted process, but I'm sure we'll get there. That's one of the things I sort of enjoy about this game, is the sort of long supply chains that are required to get things up and working. It's a shame that there's no sort of background music currently in the game. I'm sure that's something that the developer will be making going forwards. It does make it a little bit quiet at times. Hopefully my simply amazing commentary is obviously more than making up for the lack of any background sounds, but hopefully that's something that will be replaced going forwards. So we still only have 20 people. Obviously, as I'm sure you remember, I built this house last time, but it's still vacant because there's not enough food for sale. But I can't put any food for sale at the moment because I haven't got any fish to sell, and I can't do any fish because I can't build a boat in winter. So we need to wait till the snows start to clear. I think come March the snows will clear, and then we can crack on with building a boat. Hopefully the river will defrost, and we can get to fishing. They're starting to build up this little trading post here. People have still got their thick winter coats on. Starting to wear a road out this way already. It's nice that the roads remain even through winter, even though they're covered in snow. There's still a little tracks there where people do their daily travels. Thatcher's still busy traipsing up and down towards the river. Oh, there is about collected all the things he needs now. No thatch used at all in the trading post. It's got wooden roofs, I guess. Quite a lot of clay for the walls though. And then there's the 2 sort of end buildings, and then this courtyard, which is, I guess, is like the trading area. I haven't yet done any trading yet, so it'll be a learning experience for both of us what this looks like when we get the trading post up and running. Hopefully trading isn't too complicated. Starting to come towards the end of February. If you remember last time, constructing the town hall allows you to have a look at your sort of finances, allows you to increase your monthly wage of the peasants, increase your rent, on your tax on your people, and your market prices. So obviously, if you remember, currently we're making a loss, but we've got quite a store of money, so it's not something I'm too worried about at the moment. And then there's also the population, Shows you the wealth distribution, where not very many of them are very rich, but there's one or two who've got just over 40 wealth. So this building construction is ongoing. It's just quite a large building, so it just takes quite a lot of building. Ah, it's defrosting. So that means I'm going to have to assign a new worker to here. See, the river is now back and flowing again. Although he still classes it as winter, so he can't build it yet. Probably come March. Hopefully we should see the ground start to defrost soon as well. It looks like it's going a little bit clearer near the edges, so hopefully the snow will slowly start to melt away as we get closer to into spring. I found out the other day, just a funny little thing is when people have this little upturned hat or whatever it is, I think it means they're pregnant. So they have a child on the way. Which I thought was an interesting little fact. So none of these are, but there's two over there who are. Some already have children, but I think it's just if they've got children on the way. Yeah. So, oh, signs that the snows are starting to melt over here. Little bits of grass starting to show through. Oh, and in the village centre. See, again, it's just one of the things that I find quite nice about this game is the fact that it doesn't just hit March and all the snow just clicks over and disappears in one. Things just sort of slowly, snow just slowly starts to peel away. If you're on the footpaths and things and around the village centre as we start to come out of winter. Oh, we're really starting to lose the snow now. Excellent. So our building is still under construction over here. Hopefully now we're into March, this means my man can build a boat. Which he says he is, building a boat. Is this my boat builder here? Oh, they've come out of winter clothes now, they're back into shirts. Oh, he's constructing my boat. There's a little bit of a static animation there, unfortunately. Hopefully that's something that will be improved going forwards. Hammering away extremely rapidly on fast forward. So now we've got a man there. I'm going to assign a worker to the fishing hut. So our boat is on the water. I guess this man's going to row it round to the fisherman. Yes, he is. Row, 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 row. I've assigned a fisherman there as a worker, but there's no one currently available. I'm also... No, we'll just leave one man fishing at the moment so we can cancel the boat builder then. And the boat builder, I suspect, may end up becoming the fisherman. And so hopefully, once that fisherman starts to collect fish, it can then be transported to the market and sold by my Alina, the market stall operator there. There we go. So someone is now out fishing. Excellent. So we now have a navy, almost. Our trading post is starting to come together slightly. We've got the two end wings are kind of built, and then this is going to be the middle bit, and then the courtyard out here. Two people working on that. Could really do with this village house coming together a bit more. So we have a fish. He's done 0.1 of a fish. I'm not sure if that's not in specific units. I think it's probably just 100 kilos of fish or something like that. So when they take the fish to the stall, I'm hoping... there we go, look, they've now got fish for sale on the stall. That's quite cool. I'm hoping that may be enough food to tempt them into... people into moving in now there is food for sale. But we shall see. That's a house construction going down here. What are they waiting for? They are waiting on clay. Okay. Need quite a lot of clay, I think, to finish these walls of the two outbuildings. I'm also slightly worried about our iron supply. See, there's 5 iron stored in the blacksmith. And 2.2 left in there, so we've used sort of 30% of our iron, something like that. It's currently halted production because the limit of 1,000 nails, and it's at 1,000 nails. But if we run out of iron, I'm not sure there's currently a way of sourcing other iron, so that may be a problem. Or it may be a case of we have to trade for it with the other towns. There's still not enough food for sale apparently. Well, wait, I think market stalls hold about one of each produce, so they should hold about one-ish fish. So once it's got to full, maybe it's a case of they need multiple market stalls for people to be able to access them, so we'll build another market stall. I don't know, somewhere around here or something, in a little space where it's not going to get in the way. I want to keep this spot here open for maybe another civic building, or in future patches, maybe a church, something like that. So, fisherman's still busy working. Our trading post starting to look good. Good enough to have to start to have a look at where we are going to put our cow shed once it's finished. So we want enough room for you know, fields and things to be able to place the cows in. So I was thinking something like here, and then we've got this open expanse over here. So I think I'll probably place this down, and then there's no need to assign anyone to it until this trading post is finished first, and then they can start construction on the cow shed. Now let's go back into fast forward mode. How's our fishing still doing? Still only 0.4. Our fisherman's not fishing quick enough. I may take my worker off the nail. Yes, I'm going to take my man off the blacksmith for the moment, since we're obviously very short on people. And assign him to then he can do some help with the building or the labouring. Free worker to do more of the tasks that are required. Oh good, they're starting to get the roof trusses now on the markets. So it's definitely the largest building I think we've got in my village, this trading post. On quite a road, just taking all the things to and from it. I also want to start to have a look at what would it be under? Wooden bridge. One day I'd like to build a bridge across to this land over here. Probably across this little outpost here. And then maybe build a couple of houses over here. So we're built on and around the river rather than just sort of next to the river. That's what I'd like to be able to do anyway. But first, the market. There we go. Okay. So let's have a look how this works. So we can export stock. But I wonder if I can import anything, or perhaps I can't currently import anything. No manager at trading post. So we need a manager there. So let's assign a manager to the trading post. Now let's see what I can do. I can send a messenger. Let's send a messenger. The messenger is on his way. Okay. It'll probably take him, what, 30 days, did it say? Oh, there he goes. Look on his little, his little horse animation there, heading towards Balakia from our city. So our people are now looking at constructing the cow shed, which is going to be dwarfed by this sort of monster trading post here. Hopefully our messenger will then allow us to... I can export things. Ah, I see. I wonder if I export something like nail. It's just going to give me gold, which is not something I currently really want. It's getting about 8 fish, so that looks like it's about full. So I'm going to also build another market stall, since I think this could be what's limiting my ability to produce anything at the moment. So we'll place one just on the edge of this road here. Put it at an angle so it's along the edge to try and draw in some punters. We shall assign it a worker, Mariana, who's going to do fish as well, since that's the only food we currently have to sell. And then hopefully there's currently no fish stored, so this stall may also try and claim more fish yet. Oh no, she's got a basket of fish. Good old Mariana. She might not have any education, but she's not stupid. So that should mean then that there is sufficient food for sale, in my opinion. There's 2 stalls now selling fish. So if someone could kindly move in, that would give me another worker, and that would be very useful. And I've only got 9 people. Another worker would be appreciated. I don't know. Don't know where the fish is being stored. Oh well. So what's going on with the cowshed? They're moving over wooden nails, and they should now be building, really. Yes, which they are doing. It should be a pretty simple-ish building to construct. It's just a barn, really. Just a little clay-walled barn. A man bringing clay over, one of the labourers, helpful. How's our messenger doing? So they offer cows, but they demand potatoes. Well, I can. Oh no, I don't want. So I would like to order from Balbakia. So if I order 5 oxen. What are these? Oh, it's just the individual. Well, we'll have 5 oxen and 2 bulls, which will cost me 70. Deal. So I'm not quite sure how this works. Do I need to assign someone to do that? Or is that... I think that red dot moving towards us may be a cow. In which case, quickly build the bloody cowshed. We need our cowshed urgently now, otherwise we're going to have nowhere to put all these cows. I'm just going to have cows roaming around. Which I think it was not going to be ready in time. I should not have ordered those cows. Who told me to order the cows? Darn it. Okay. Are cows just going to appear? Or are they going to go into storage? Trader arrived, but there's no cowshed. I am aware. What does that mean? Does that mean that I have to order it again afterwards? It's not got enough people, that's the problem. This man still thinks there's no food for sale, despite the fact there's loads of fish everywhere. I'm just trying to get blooming clay now for the construction site. Because it needs so much clay for the walls, it just takes quite a long time for the labourers to actually move it into position. Which is a pain. So I guess once we've got this cowshed built, we're going to have a go at reordering. How long have I got? I've only got 7 more days to trade with. So that's how that works then, and we now at least know how trading works. So if you haven't traded yet, once you've built a trading post, you can then send a messenger who will go to a town for a fixed cost. In this case for Bablikia, it's 30 gold. You then get 30 days to trade with them. So I'm not going to have that much longer in which to order these cows again. So sooner or later, if they don't get this shed up, I'm just going to have to order them and hope that they get here in time. Since last time they got here and it didn't work. So when we get down to 1 day, I'm going to have to order it even if the shed's not ready. Which is going to be a risk. But otherwise I'm going to have to pay to send someone else back to... Okay, let's order these cows again then. Let's see if they come this time. Let's see if we can get it built in time. I don't think we're going to, are we? Oh dear. Stop transporting wood and build it. Because I've not even got the thatch there yet. No. Dull. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is when these cows get here, they're going to get rejected again. So we're going to have to pay to send someone back to Blablika. Trader. Right, so here we go. We're going to send another manager back to the trading post. We are then going to send a messenger at another cost of 30 to Bablika. Now on his way, on his little horse. The cows seem to travel faster than the man on a horse, which is odd. These people are going to hopefully finally construct the roof on this bloody cowshed. The hardest building to build in the world, apparently. Messenger arrived at Bablika. Okay, well, I'm confident I'll get that done in time. So this time, cows, 7, deal. So now, cows are on the way back. The thatch is going on. It's going to be done. It's going to be done. Thank the Lord. We now have a cowshed. So, I'm going to cancel the manager at there. Assign a worker. Oh. Okay, the women work in the cowshed. That's slightly helpful since I have an excess of unemployed women. Oh, I'll have 2 women work at the cowshed then. Could use a fallow field if available, which there's not. Ah, and we'll add some pasture. Brilliant. My plan is coming together. Okay. My plan is not coming together. So we've now fenced off an area for the cows when they arrive. Now let's wait for the cows to arrive. We should now have cows. Any second, we should have cows. Or is the deal ongoing? They've arrived. Am I importing cows? Just stick it on fast forward and see what happens. Oh. That's brilliant. Here are my cows. Well, I am very impressed. So, next turn we're going to look at doing the farming, which is going to be the main thing. Ploughs away. Look at that, and our little messenger has come back with all his cows. Leads him into the cowshed, takes his money, and off he walks 6 days back home. 2 bulls, 5 oxes. Make this bull an ox. Can you do that? Brilliant. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Certainly a little bit eventful there with the trading. Sorry I messed that up slightly, but hopefully after watching this you're not going to mess this up on your account. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you have, please like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Subscribing would be really helpful at the moment. I've only got sort of 43 subscribers, and it genuinely really improves my day when someone subscribes. So if you can, that would be awesome. Cheers, guys. I'll see you on the next one.